Hey YouTube, it's Cutt here and we're bringing you another one. So I'm very excited because this is a movie that I love. This is Coraline. So this is my Cutt character as Coraline. I drew this maybe like 2 years ago. So there's a few things with Coraline. So first of all, if you want to watch this video without the commentary, click right here and you can see the video with just the speed drawing. There's a long Coraline part where they just say Coraline for a long time. So check that out. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Don't forget, I have a coloring book that is now available for pre-order. Go to jcutt.com, link in the description, and you can get yourself a coloring book. So don't forget to like, subscribe, push the notification button, and we have a lot more stuff coming for you. So let's get started. Okay, so remember, I drew this piece, I don't know, 3 years ago, because this is like near the beginning of me doing Instagram. So I was kind of hiding behind the camera. Like I didn't really want to be in front of the camera like that. So I was just like, all right, I'll just draw a character that kind of is me, or like my version of me, because it's a little skinnier than me. And I'll put that in the forefront. So that's what I was more doing. Then I was like, you know what, gotta get in front of the camera. But I still like my Cutt character, so I'm gonna keep designing things. So this was like taking the character and then putting it in like a movie scene, or just from movies that I enjoy or cartoons that I like and things like that. I must say, Coraline is probably my second favorite animation of all time. Incredibles is number one, but it might be number two just because it's magnificent. It's beautiful. Stop motion does not get the accolades, I guess, that it should. I think stop motion is the most complicated form of art, and then I think 3D animation comes next. But stop motion is very beautiful. It's very hard. It's a lot of work. It's a big team. It does not take one of course one person can do stop motion, but it is a big team of people, usually 200 people, and all these different departments. There's a department for clothing, there's a department for fabrics, there's a department for the puppets, there's a department for the backgrounds, there's a department for everything. Animations like that in general, but stop motion really does that a lot. So anyway, so I'm sketching out my character. In the movie, the next door neighbor gets her this doll. Oh, I found this doll, it looks familiar. Are you crazy? Don't give me a doll that looks like me out of nowhere. See, So that would have been the day that we would have moved out. I'm like, Mom, we're not living. I don't even know why you even moved into a neighborhood that even looks like this. So that's why the face looks like that, holding this doll that looks like me. But that was so fun, like drawing a doll that looks like me, that looks like Coraline, like that looks like, yeah, this is crazy. Anyway, but that was fun. So you see, I sketched everything out. Remember, like I said, this is something I drew like 3 years ago. So my way of drawing is different. Like this is just not the way I go about doing things anymore. Also, even this file size is smaller. That's another thing I don't do. Like the file size I use now is really, really big. So it's really clean and really firm, strong vector looking lines, even though it's not a vector, but it translates very well to vectors. So just things are different, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of detail in the doll, like with the little like roughed up lines and things like that. That's always fun to do. Excuse me. So you can see kind of like all the detail that I'm doing here, like the detail in the bag, the detail, like just little things that really will stand out. I love a wrinkly, like how the sleeve is real wrinkly, like that's really fun. Doing the buttons were really important because if you know the movie, the buttons have a really big importance to the story. So I knew that was gonna, you know, I was debating if I wanted to do my character like with the button eyes, but I was like, ain't nobody got time for that, even though I might revisit that because it's kind of really cool. But I was like, nah. But I was like, let's just give it to the doll as the doll has it. So you can see I'm going in, adding in the color. I don't remember if I knew I was going to be doing a background for this. Like I can't remember if that was like, all right, I'm going to do a background, or if it came a little later. I think it came later. I think I was like, oh, I think I need a background. And I think you'll see me kind of like figuring out like what I want this background to be. I thought just for a second, I thought I'd trace over that background, which I don't like to do. I've done sometimes, but I do not like to trace over things. I'm like, if you got to trace over it, I don't know, you're cutting corners. Just try to draw it. Try to see it and draw it. And I'm like, did I just trace that? But no, I didn't trace it. I did my own little thing. I didn't want to go super detailed because I knew it wasn't really about the background. But I kind of wanted the scene where she was more like in the forest, not really about the house. As if the J Cutt character just like found the doll somewhere, even though that's not how the movie scene was. And I like the end part of the movie where things go kind of grayish. I thought that was really unique for the movie, so I wanted to kind of play on that a little bit here. And I like that the moon in the other world was the button. I'm like, I mean, this movie was very thought out, very clever. I never read the book. I knew of the book. Like, I remember there was a book called Coraline or whatever. I don't know if it was called Coraline, but I never read it. But I'm like, but when they did the movie, and I was actually working in the movie theater when this came out, and I was like, the music was dope. Like, hearing this remix that they made was really cool. But like, I was in the movie theater cleaning and that music was going, and I'm like, let me hurry up and get out of here, because it wasn't that creepy, but the more you think about something creepy, the creepier it gets. So I was like, all right, let me get out of this movie theater. Ain't nobody got time for the games. Anyway, you can see I did like the fog, which was a little challenging, just figuring like which direction do I want to go with the fog, but it wasn't that bad once I figured it out. And then you can see I'm doing the shading. This is one of those techniques that I really began to do more, which is instead of doing a bounce light, just going in and erase the shadows a little bit. I got some white highlights here just to kind of fit the character in. I did add, you probably saw before, the like the yellow and the blue was a little bit more vibrant. I did add like a blue hue over it just to knock it back a little bit more. You can see I'm kind of playing with the temperature just to see like what's a good way of doing this. And that's really pretty much it. Just working on the background and making sure everything is really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget, if you want to watch this video without me, then you're in the wrong place, because there's already a video out there where you can hear the dope remix of the song, and you can also see the process. So click right here. Also, if you want to see the edit video, that's also in the description. You can click here, check that out. And we're going to be doing a lot more stuff, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and push that notification button, because I'm going to be bringing a lot more stuff to you. That's it. That's it. I don't even... That's all you got to... Oh, yeah, don't forget to get my book. Get my book. What are you doing? I know you're not about to leave without liking or sharing or something. I know you see that red button. You better subscribe to my channel. See you soon.